So, I decided to join the YouTube community. And why? I think personally it's a good way to show your work. Also, you can meet other people. And also, why not? Why not? I think it's gonna be fun. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fun. And I'm pretty shy in front of the camera. And also, my English is not very good. So please bear with me if I murder the language. So, actually someone on my social media asked me how I edit my pictures, and that's what we're gonna do today. So let's get it now. Right, so how we are going to do this. First, you open Lightroom. I've got a couple of images here ready to edit. Right, so first of all, you need to go to the basic tab and then you need to color correct your image, right? So based on the histogram, I think this image is well exposed, but for my taste, remember this is down to personal taste. So I'm gonna reduce the exposure on this image a little bit. Minus 35 I think is fine. Lately I've been using a lot of contrast, so I'm gonna punch this image. I want this image to be really punchy, so I'm gonna go all the way down to let's say 8. That's fine. Highlights, I'm gonna reduce the highlights a little bit just to give more detail to the top of that building. Minus 40 should be fine. I'm gonna push the shadows a little bit. That's fine. Whites, I'm gonna reduce them so I get more detail at the top. As you can see, the top how it changes, but not too crazy. Minus 40 should be fine. Now I'm gonna go for blacks. I'm gonna boost the blacks a little bit so I don't get a really dark image. That's fine. Texture is gonna give me some sharpness on the image. Let's do 15. Now clarity, if you need to know how to use it, don't go crazy with it because it can ruin your image. Look, that is really ugly, so don't go crazy. I'm gonna go for 50. That's fine. Then on the dehaze, I'm going to let's do 20. That's fine. Vibrance, I'm gonna go for 20 as well, and saturation I'm gonna go for 10. That's fine so far. So this is how I color correct my image. Remember, please, this comes down to personal preference. You know, some people like overexposed images, some people like underexposed images. So this is fine for my taste. Now I'm gonna give it a little bit of watch down look. So I'm gonna go to turn curve and increase the handle on the shadows, and then put it back down, and there we go. I'm happy with that. Let me check. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So you can see how it gives this washed out look. I'm gonna reduce it just a tad. Yeah, that's fine. Now I'm coming to the fun part, my favorite part, which is the HSL, hue, saturation, and luminance. And I'm gonna change all the colors in this image. Let's see. So on the red, I'm gonna go for minus 20. That's fine. Hue, I'm gonna leave it like that. I'm gonna give it this orangey look. So on the luminance, I'm gonna bring some detail on the hand. So I'm gonna go for minus 14. That's fine. Orange, saturation, I'm gonna go for minus 30. That's fine. Hue on the orange, I'm gonna go for minus 15. That's that's fine. And then luminance on the orange, I'm gonna go for +10, that's fine. Now saturation on the yellow, I'm gonna go +30 and increase the yellow tone +35, +30, that should be fine. Then hue on the yellow, I'm gonna go all the way down to -100, and this is going to give me this orangey look. Now luminance on the yellow, I'm gonna go +30, yeah, that's fine. And then for the rest of the colors, I'm gonna go for the saturation. I'm gonna leave the rest for as it is, but the saturation of the rest of the colors, I'm gonna go for -100. There we go, -100. I am not a big fan of the blue tone, so maybe I don't use them that that often, so I don't know. I'm gonna start tweaking images with blue tones. Now I'm gonna go for the split tone. I'm gonna give it some tail, and then the top is not that like black and white. So here the saturation, I'm gonna go for 10 on the highlights, and there we go. Now detail, I'm gonna get rid of the noise, which is where this image doesn't have that much noise, and then mask out the sharpness a little bit right here, right? And then the effects, I'm gonna give some vignette and then drive the eye to the main focus, which is my friend with the camera in his hand. Feather 100%, roundness 100%, and midpoint minus, well, not minus, let's do 30. That should be fine. And that's it for this image. Really quick, really simple, nothing complicated, and that's it for it. If you want, you can still keep tweaking it, but for the sake of this tutorial, I'm gonna just leave it like that. And one extra thing I want to show you that you can do is create a preset. If you create a preset, you create a new group. Let's call this Sebas, which is the name of the guy, and then preset, I'm gonna name it 01, right? And then you save the preset, and then if you have an image that you want to apply the same look, you just select the image, go to your preset, click it, and there we go. There you have it. Absolutely nothing to do with this image, it's already done. I'm just gonna crop it, there we go, and I'll keep it just like that. I like it the way it is right now. There we go, there you have it. Nothing else to do to this image apart from do some some cleanup, and then I'm gonna crop this one, and there we go. I'm happy with that. With this one, we just need to do some cleanup and it's good to go. So one thing that I would like to tell you is that not every single preset is going to work with every single image. In some images you need to do some tricking, and other images they're gonna work straight away as it was in this image, right? So I think that's it for today, guys. I hope this tutorial was helpful for you, and I hope that you like it. If you do, so please consider subscribing, and I will see you next time. Peace.